are back at Mel Reese Golf Course, formerly Mel Reese Golf Course, here where Miami Freedom Park is going to be built. Construction crews are working today. This is your December report. We're here, trucks are rolling in, one right after the other, here to continue the remediation of the land here at Mel Reese. Future Miami Freedom Park. This is December. We're going to take a look just before the holidays of how much work has happened. Last time we were here was maybe a little over a month ago, and they were deep in the remediation. Remediation is cleaning up all the contaminated soil. They used to drop, ash on here back in, I think, the 60s, before it was a golf course. And then they built a golf course on it. That adds to the pollution because of all the, the way they treat the golf course and what have you. So we're gonna take a walk around, see what we can see. Main thing to expect is just more dirt being moved. But I think as I drove around, I saw some nice big piles. I think we see some good activity. Plus, we do have to talk about a touchy subject about taxpayer funds. I don't know, let's go check it out. As we peer up over the fence, we can see a lot of activity happening. Again, truck after truck. We're near an entrance point here. We're just seeing trucks coming in, filling up, and then, one after the other, filling up all the bad dirt, maybe even bringing in some new dirt. This is impressive. I have never seen this much activity on this site. Like I said, one truck after the other, and this one I could see just briefly inside that truck. It was already full. So it might be bringing in some fresh gravel. Here we get a nice clean view. Straight across there is the Sheraton, and that's where the stadium will be. We're over here more on the park side right now. But again, here comes another truck. It is a parade of dump trucks. I was actually curious how much activity we would see. This is just literally a week before Christmas. So I thought, are people on break? Guess not. Here we have a section of where the tarp has been ripped down. Now we do have a double fence we got to look through, but you can see a lot of activity over here. Still a lot of just trash laying around as well. Maybe some lighting rigs that got broken, but they've got a little road here that they're just driving, transporting dirt, moving it around. Again, we're over here closer to where the park will be for the city. Backing up a little bit, giving maybe a little bit better view. It's just a muddy dirt pile, but muddy dirt pile is a very positive thing. As we walk around the construction site, I'm getting excited, more and more excited, as I see all these construction trucks, or specifically dump trucks. I'm seeing a lot of dump trucks. Here comes another one. Is it weird that I'm so excited to see dump trucks? Is that weird? I don't know. I've never seen this many dump trucks at this construction site before. So they are ramping up. Here you go. They are ramping up the remediation right now. I don't know, because they don't publish this stuff. I don't know when the expected finish date for the remediation is, but they are moving in high gear here, just like a week before Christmas. And people like to take vacation days around that time. I am. And they're not here. They are all at work, flattening the earth, bringing in new dirt, and removing all the chemicals chemical dirt, all just the bad stuff that has just grown up, seeped into the ground, ash. There was like incinerator ash dumped on this site years before they built the golf course. So there's a lot of cleaning up that has to happen and has happened, but I've just never seen this much activity. Really excited to see that. All right, we're now on this little bridgeway here as more trucks come. And this is where I like to come. There's the Sheridan again, right there. And I like to come and look, because this right here, where we're looking at, is where the stadium's gonna be. So that spot right there. Last time we were here, they were working on flattening it out. It's done. They have really flattened out this earth. Looks like, in my very limited construction knowledge, I'd say they're really close to being able to start to build on this. They've got to be close, because this looks like maybe fresh dirt has already been brought in. It's been flattened out. You see big piles of dirt back beyond that. Or, you know what? Could they have flattened out this part of the earth, and now with those big mounds of dirt, that looks like fresh dirt, that they could be potentially placing over the flattened out gravelly kind of area? If you have more construction knowledge or anything about this type of work, drop us some clues in the chat. Let us know what you think we're seeing. That does look like really fresh dirt out there. I'm not sure how well you could see it, but with my naked eyes, I could see it pretty good. Big mounds of fresh dirt. And there's a big Caterpillar machine over here. Now, it may not be fresh dirt. It may be just digging deep, but it looks fresh. It looks like fresh, clean dirt there. Then we've got over here where last time we were here, they were, kind of working around this section. So this looks like a little bit of a spot where they have put some new dirt down, and it's been a while, so the grass is starting to grow on that, because that was all kind of flattened out and ripped up, and now some like grass is growing on that, because that means it's been there for a little bit. But their main focus, the area that they've really kind of just carved out, is right here where the stadium's going to be. And a lot of times we like to go sit up here on the Sheridan up here. I don't think I need to do that today, because this is really the same view. So imagine you're cheering on Inter Miami right here, watching planes fly overhead. While I was in that park, man, plane came real close. It's really cool. Again, lots of truck activity here. Look at this. They're bringing in new, taking out old. Lots of activity. It'll be real interesting to see when they start putting in footers and start, really making some going vertical in any kind of way. Will be really interesting. That's got to happen, you imagine, at least in the second quarter of 2024, you would imagine. Don't worry, when we do these videos, we are never trespassing. Inter Miami, if you're watching this, we're not trespassing. We're walking around on the sidewalks. Here is a pretty good view of some of that area where I talked about how the dirt has been flattened out. It's kind of a pathway, or I don't know what over here may be some of the, they're going to build a hotel, and that may be in this section. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look at the map again. But again, straight across, if we look straight across, that is where the stadium will be. But this is the way they've prepared the dirt over by where the stadium is. Flattened out. I'm not sure if that's clean dirt on it or if it's ready to build on. It sure looks like it's ready though. So to finish up this video, I wanted to just sitting here at one of the park benches and just talk about what just recently came up in the Miami New Times. Miami New Times reported that county commissioners have requested $5 million of Florida taxpayer money to help pay for the remediation. That's interesting because Jorge Mas has publicly stated back, I think it was in 2018, 2019, where no public money would be used to build the stadium. He said stadium. That's the catch, I think, because he said, and they also did kind of mention that the remediation would be covered by Inter-Miami, and the expected amount that would be around $33 million to remediate this entire project. Now, the county has said the project that they're looking at least, the project is $11 million, and they want the state, not the city, but the state to come up with $5 million. So my thought is they're talking about the park section. Because if the entire project is going to cost around $33 million, and that was what was being talked about before, it can't get reduced down to 11 like that. It just doesn't work that way. So this has to be for the park side, because they do mention in the request for the public money that it would be for drainage, several things on drainage, but also bike paths and some sort of training area, some sort of hub for fitness hub, I think is what they're calling it. So that's clearly the park. So but it's interesting because, again, Jorge Mas was bragging about the fact that this is a privately funded project. But the quote was stadium, and so that's really his asterisk, his out, is that the stadium is not going to ask for any money. Inter-Miami is not going to ask for any money. Technically here, Inter-Miami has not asked for any money. The county commissioner has asked for the money. Are they doing it on the behalf of Inter-Miami so that way they could keep their hands clean? You have to be the judge of that for yourself. And man, it's noisy behind me. So many more trucks just coming and going, leaf blowers everywhere. It's a city park. Lots of activity here. People sitting on benches, probably looking at me wondering, why am I talking to myself? But whatever. But when I first heard the public funded money being used for the stadium, I thought that's bad. It's bad because, especially in Miami, people are so sensitive to public funds being used because the Miami residents got burned with the Marlins Park. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want anybody to have bad feelings towards this long-term project. But it is a state. They're only asking for $5 million. Who knows? Ron DeSantis, the governor, has to approve it. Who knows if he will? He may look at it and say, no, it's privately. You pay for it. I don't know. But they're asking for it. We'll see if they get it. But I want to know your opinion in the comments. Is this Inter-Miami playing trickery? Are they playing like the shell game a little bit? Having the city commissioners do their dirty work and asking for money that they want to help pay for this? Now, $5 million is a drop in the bucket for what this whole thing is going to cost. So it really doesn't make that much of a difference for Inter-Miami, I would think. But maybe it means more to, oh, look, another truck. Means more to the city. But what are your thoughts? County commissioners requesting public state money to be used to help clean up Mel Reese Golf Course to become Miami Freedom Park. Meanwhile, Jorge Mas says no public money will be used to build the stadium. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great holiday. Thanks, everybody.